Hello there, amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who topic video for today. So for this video, I'm going to talk about the 2023 B&M wave of Doctor Who figures. So far for this year, we've only had confirmation of 6 Doctor Who B&M sets to come out between September and November. And I kind of want to talk about my hopes for what we got for these sets, because at the moment no images have been released as of yet. So I'm just going to talk about my hopes and what I think what might be in these figure sets. So there's 6 of them. I've written them all down the way I think they might come out. I'm not too sure. They might do it a bit separately or differently. I'm not too sure. So let's dive into it, shall we? So the first set I've put down for first is, of course, the 5 Doctors 2-pack set. So we're getting a brand new 5 Doctor set. Now, we have had a 5 Doctor set before with the 3rd Doctor, you know, with the Aston robot, warrior robot, and of course with a Cyberman or a Cyber Leader. It depends what kind of pack you picked up. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up the Cyber Leader pack. I've bought 2 of them. I thought, you know what, at different locations, thinking, oh, I'll try and get my hands on a Cyber Leader. Never did get my hands on a Cyber Leader, but I do kind of want to build up on me 80s Cybermen, because they are my favourite design of Cybermen. So I've got 2 figures of the 80s. And I also have to admit, for this one, the 2 Doctor, for the 5 Doctors 2-pack, I'm going to have to say what my hopes are for this one. I'm actually hoping we get a Richard Hurndall figure. Because we've had a William Hartnell figures from 2010 onwards. We've had a load of Hartnell figures. Last year we managed to get our hands on a David Bradley figure of the 1st Doctor. So I'm kind of hoping this is the perfect time for us to get a Richard Hurndall figure, because Richard Hurndall played the 1st Doctor in, of course, the 5 Doctors. And my God, he did it quite well, to be honest with you. I am the original, you might say. I'm really looking forward to this 2-pack set, because one, I'm really hoping that we get finally a Richard Hurndall figure, and I'm kind of hoping we get a Dalek with the 1st Doctor, because the 1st Doctor come across a Dalek in the Death Zone, where the 2nd and the 5th Doctors kind of come across the Cybermen with the 3rd Doctor and the Master. Unless we are probably hoping, fingers crossed, if they're not going to do a Dalek with Richard Hurndall, I'm kind of hoping we finally get a Anthony Ainley Master. Yes, I would absolutely love to have an Anthony Ainley incarnation of the Master, because he's very, very rare to get, and you can only get him in his suit from the fires of Planet of Fire. So I'm really hoping that we kind of get another Anthony Ainley figure. So if we do, I'm kind of hoping for a Richard Hurndall and Anthony Ainley 2-pack figure set. If not, I'd be very happy with Richard Hurndall and a Dalek 2-pack set. For the Dalek, they can either do one intact or a destroyed Dalek, where it's kind of got the little Dalek mutant kind of squiggling all over the place, and then it dies, like we see in the 5 Doctors, after the Doctor basically pushes the Dalek into this little corridor where it's very, very impact, and it does destroy the Dalek. So yeah. Number 2 on the list, we have Revelation of the Dalek sets. Now, this one I'm really looking forward to the most, I have to be honest with you, because the one thing I've always wanted in my Doctor Who figures is 80s Daleks. I've really wanted 80s Daleks, and to actually have a Necros Dalek in my figure collection, I think would be absolutely amazing. I would actually really love it if they do a Renegade Dalek with a Necros Dalek for this Dalek set. I think it'd be absolutely amazing. I'm a bit glad we're not having Resurrection of the Daleks, but what can I actually do for Resurrection of the Daleks? A Termiloid Davros and the Dalek Supreme, maybe, if we do go back and get a Resurrection of the Dalek set. But Revelation of the Daleks, I have to admit, I'm really hoping for a Renegade Dalek with the Necros Dalek for these figure lines, because I think I absolutely do like the Necros Daleks. I really love the way how you hear them talk where he goes, "It is the Doctor." Or another figure I would actually prefer with this set is the Davros head sculpt in the actual jar, because in the episode we have 2 versions of Davros. We've got one with the chair, and then of course we have one basically sitting on like the head sitting on a control panel and it moves left and right when it's talking. So I think that would be absolutely interesting to do. If not, I do prefer a Renegade Dalek with a Necros Dalek. Set number 3, it is an Ultimate Adventure set. So the Ultimate Adventure set was a stage play in 1989 with 2 incarnations of the Doctor, aka John Pertwee and of course Colin Baker. And I have looked into this one. They have said it is Colin Baker with the TARDIS. So I'm actually looking forward to this one because it means I'm finally going to get a TARDIS with a 6th Doctor figure. Now, I haven't really got the McCoy TARDIS with the McCoy figure, so I was a little bit disappointed I'm not finally going to get that in this range, because that one is electronic one. I kind of just want a little dummy one that we've had for the Unearthly Child set, you know, the War Game set, and of course the Monster Paladin set, the Robot set, the Case of Androsonic set, and the Visitation. But I am really happy that we are getting a 6th Doctor and TARDIS. Not one I really kind of wanted, because if we were going to get a 6th Doctor and TARDIS, I would have been very, very happy with a Trial of a Time Lord figure set, which is the 6th Doctor wearing his red cravat and the stripy waistcoat. I would have been very happy with that one because it's one of my favourite it's one of my favourite 6th Doctor outfits. I really do want to cosplay the Trial of Time Lord version, so yeah. But I'm happy we are getting a 6th Doctor and TARDIS set, and the Ultimate Adventure set. Why not? I'm hoping that we do get the 80s TARDIS for this one, because there was one they used for the stage play for the TARDIS, the police box, and it looked very battered and very out of place. So I'm hoping we just get the 80s TARDIS box with this one. I'm very hoping for. Number 4, in 4th one that we've got, and this one is the very and only 3-pack set, which I've got here on the list, and it is the Deadly Assassin set. Now, we've kind of had a decaying master for this set, so I'm kind of thinking to myself, what are they going to do with this set for the Deadly Assassin? Are they going to put the 4th Doctor in the Gallifreyan robes? Are we going to get Chancellor Goff to go in with the figure? And of course, you know, it's the Deadly Assassin. They're guaranteed they're actually going to repack the decaying master from this story. Or imagine it if they did the president of Gallifrey that gets assassinated. Imagine him with the stash of Rassilon, the rod of Rassilon. You've got the master next to him, and of course you could have the 4th Doctor in the kind of costume that he was wearing with the burgundy trousers, the big brown boots, and of course the Gallifreyan shirt. You know, we could have that one. Then of course, for the 5th one, we are getting Remembrance of the Daleks figure set. So Remembrance of the Daleks set, they have already done one where you kind of get 4 Daleks together, and then I did a Dalek Special Weapons Dalek pack, and then of course you had a Emperor Davros with a destroyed Imperial Dalek. So unfortunately I don't own any of the Remembrance Dalek sets, so this one I'm really looking forward to the most, because remember the Dalek set is my favourite. Well, it's my 2nd favourite Dalek story from all of the Daleks, and of course I have bought quite a few Genesis of the Daleks, so because I just love Genesis of the Daleks. Remembrance of the Daleks, I'll probably buy 3 or 4 Dalek packs of this one, because one, I can build up on the Necros, build up on the Imperial Daleks and the Renegade Daleks. If they do carry on with Remembrance of the Daleks, I'm hoping that we kind of get like another set later next year of Remembrance of the Daleks, where you can have the re-release of the Emperor Davros and the Special Weapons Dalek. But for this one, I'm kind of hoping we have the Dalek Supreme that was used from this story with an Imperial Dalek. Now, they have done a release of the Imperial Dalek with Ace in the Coalhusker, but unfortunately I never got lucky enough to grab that when it was out. So I'm really kind of hoping that this is the chance I get to have an Imperial Dalek. And of course I want the Dalek Supreme. If not, I would actually just generally be happy with a Renegade Dalek and an Imperial Dalek. You know, you can build the 2 races together, display them on your shelf, and just put the 7th Doctor and Ace in the middle of a Dalek Civil War. But I'm kind of really do kind of want Termaloy's Davros released with this one, so you could either have the Emperor Davros with an Imperial Dalek or an Emperor Davros with the Supreme Dalek. So you kind of just put them on display. So yeah, we are getting a Remembrance of the Daleks set. So I kind of do hope that we do get the Emperor Davros and the Dalek Supreme at some point, or the Emperor Davros and the Special Weapons Dalek. So I'm really looking forward to that one as well, if that does get announced at some point. Fingers crossed. And then of course the final pack, the final figure set that we've had announced is of course the New Who Daleks with Dalek Sec and a Bronze Dalek. So now we are going into New Who territory with the Dalek sets, and you know what, it's more than welcome, because I would really love to build up on the Bronze Daleks, because I've only got 3 at the moment, which have got the Dalek when it opens up. You've got the Dalek Mutant, you've got the Dalek with the claw, with the flamethrower thing that was up to date, and of course I got the Dalek Supreme and Dalek Fae. So I'm kind of looking forward to building up more on the Bronze Daleks, because the Bronze Daleks have been used since 2005, and they were last seen in the power of the Doctor. So I'm really looking forward to getting that as well. The Dalek set figure, I've already got 1 Dalek set, so am I going to probably be happy with another Dalek set? Well, to be honest with you, yeah, because I can actually put that in with the Capaldi, because the Capaldi era, when you get to the Magician's Apprentice and Witch's Familiar, we actually see a Dalek in Dalek 6 Dalek casing. So you could always pretend that's just a normal Dalek that's just there, that's been put on Skaro. So yeah, that is the B&M sets for 2023. The ones I'm really looking forward to, I have to admit, is Remembrance of the Dalek set, the ultimate adventure set, because I finally get a 6th Doctor and TARDIS, so I just need to try and track down the 7th Doctor and TARDIS, and then of course I have on my shelf with all the Doctors, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th Doctors with TARDIS. So it's just the 7th Doctor I've got to try and track down. I'm really looking forward to the Revelation of the Dalek sets, and of course the 5 Doctor set, which is a 2-pack. So I'm really looking forward to them. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to from this B&M sets? Let me know what you think of these, and please do like, subscribe, share, and join for more awesome Doctor Who content. Have a cracking day, you amazing viewers and subscribers.